Hey, shop kitty. Oh, he's a good baby. What are you laying on that concrete for, goofball? And this is what we have on the bench today. Sent in as an emergency job. This is the man's daily driver. Anyway, you read the description, has a whine to it, no other noise. It was shipped in a crappy box. Let me show you that. This is the box that it came in. This is really inadequate shipping and can cause damage. And it did, luckily, not terrible. But anyway, I've already cleaned it up. You can see the shiny areas here on this rear cover. The rear end is actually in really nice condition. Physically, it looks really good. And here are some of our issues just having it on the bench. I haven't opened it yet. Haven't even cracked the drain plug just to look at that, but I already know what's wrong with it. First of all, you can see the LSD stops and then goes. So the LSD is not in the best of condition. That should turn smooth. Now it's locked. I got it unlocked. I want that working good because it does move, so I should be able to repair it. The next issue you're going to see, this is your input flange, what connects to the drive shaft. And right there, there's a dead stop. It's real tight, and now we're loose again. You can hear backlash. That's how it should sound, and then we're tight. No backlash. The reason why that is, that pinion is not broken, but it's cracked. It's been stress cracked. This is an AP2 rear end. Are kind of susceptible to that. I see a lot of that stress cracking going on over the years. And that's what's gone on here. It's you know, I've had AP2 rear ends in here with 300,000 miles on them, and they've been perfect. And then I've also had, I can't tell you, countless of them, countless AP2 rear ends. Here, there you go, tongue-tied a little bit. With between 40 and 60,000 miles on them, which is low mileage, with this exact same issue, which was a stress cracked pinion gear. And this rear end has definitely seen some fun times. It's been spiritedly driven. We'll go ahead and get this thing open, get it started, get it rebuilt, so this man can get back to having his own vehicle again and his own, personal freedom. Okay, and we're back with the LSD now that I've worked it. And you can see how it turns. It turns really good. I can turn it with one finger in each direction. So that's pretty dynamite. Considering what it was, I would call it about a 9 out of 10, 10 being brand new. So another good save here, and we'll carry on with the rest of this build now. All right, we have our LSD all cleaned up and ready to go. This is our AP2 case, our new gear set, PuddyMod solid steel sleeve right there, all our supporting Honda components to put this thing together. As you notice, this thing has not been restored. It has been cleaned, but not restored because this is an emergency job. This was last week's car show. That's the Camaro, the first time it's been shown at a show. I just drive this car, but I figured this was a Corvette Camaro show, so I went ahead and I placed it in there. It took a second. As you know, it's my car, so I'm biased. I think it should have took it first. it's decent enough, I can get it down the road. This is the transmission cross member. It's super tight. And right here, it's like we're into the box. So there's a lot of sleeping still. Okay, everything's pressed into place. Just finished balancing out the ring gear with the LSD. Now we're going to go ahead and check our pattern on our gear-to-gear contact, and we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Even though the PuddyMod solid steel sleeve is in place, it's not going to be fitted right now. We're just going for pattern. I just have it on there for video sakes, and but we'll get to that later after we make sure our pattern is set. So we have our setup here, and it's dynamite. Took it apart twice, and this is what I achieved on that second shim change, and we're right on the money. Got a perfect pattern both sides of the gear, consistent backlash. So we're ready to go ahead and take this thing apart, setting that PuddyMod solid steel sleeve, and getting this fella back on the road. All right, we have the final set here now. We're going to go ahead and put the new nut and washer on, and we will check our preload when we're finished. Beautiful. All right, we're looking great now. Backlash set up here, and we're at like 2.93 thousandths all the way around the gear. Nice and tight, consistent. Got a beautiful pattern. And the cover looks really good for being unrestored. I did have to do some repair work on this cover because of the damage in shipping, but once this thing starts getting a little bit oxidation on it, will blend right in. You'll never notice that at all of the repair that I've done. Our cover is on. Our axles are in place with new Honda axle seals. And now we are going to put in the drain and fill with new Honda crush washers. This fill is in really nice condition. This is a California car, so it really looks good for not being restored. It's actually in really clean condition. It still has a lot of the factory assembly markings on it. We don't put too much torque on this one, the fill bolt, because we don't want to damage that crush washer, the new one we just installed. You can just break this loose and fill it with the proper gear oil, 75-140, holds a little less than a quart. Mobile One Valvoline is good. I don't recommend designer oils or gimmicky oils or anything like that. That's it, you know, OS Geiken if you have an OS Geiken LSD. Anyway, this came in with a broken LSD, and as you can see now, it works really good, both directions. So this guy's going to be very happy. This is a daily driver. Fella's down. We kind of get it done quickly. And of course, we did not restore the outside of it because there was really no time for that. All we did was restore the inside of this thing, and it is as new again and ready to go back in the car. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, and please, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, that kind of stuff. I'm trying to get 1,000, subscribers. I've had this channel forever, but I just never bothered using it until recently, and I'm kind of having a lot of fun with it, especially with the Camaro, doing a lot of the Camaro stuff, and building these rear ends and axles, drive shafts and stuff like that. And you guys kind of see how it gets done and what we do here in the shop, and hopefully everyone's enjoying the show, and we'll keep doing it as long as we're interested in watching their stuff get done. Well, thanks for watching. looks like Kitty found a good use for this box. Up, Kitty. Let's see that face. There it is. Ah, it's a good kitty cat.